Have you ever wondered what someone is really thinking? People don't always say what they're feeling, but their body language and other small signs can tell you a lot. This video will tell you if someone is romantically interested in you. We'll talk about small psychological and behavioral cues that people often miss, like changes in tone of voice or body language, or changes in eye contact. These are interesting psychological insights that can help you understand emotional connections and attraction better. We promise that after watching this video, you'll be able to pick up on these mental signs better. If you like this kind of content and want to learn more about psychology, body language, and how people act, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Here are 10 subtle signs she might be thinking about you. Don't miss out on more useful information that can help you communicate better in relationships. Gazing with passion, or one gazing with passion. One of the most private and revealing non-verbal signs of love interest is a long, intense gaze. People often refer to the eyes as windows to the soul, revealing feelings that may remain unsaid. By reading these cues, you can figure out if she's thinking about more than just casual interactions with you. One of the most obvious signs of passionate staring is lingering eye contact. If she looks at you for longer than usual in social situations, it means she's fully present with you and hints at a desire for something more meaningful. On the other hand, if she quickly looks away after being caught staring, it often shows that she's both interested and a little nervous about showing how she feels. It's a delicate balance between wanting to know more and feeling vulnerable, painting a vivid picture of her inner feelings. Physical signs like dilated pupils further prove her attraction. When her pupils enlarge when she looks at you, it's her body's natural response signaling increased emotional or physical excitement. This, along with the softness of her eyes, gives her a relaxed, almost dreamy look. These signs show that she is at ease with you and may be thinking about a stronger relationship. Sneaky or subtle looks are another sign of passionate staring. If you catch her looking at you a lot, even when she's trying to be discreet, it shows that she's interested. State that these brief moments say a lot about how her thoughts are wandering toward you, even when you're not directly interacting. They're an unspoken sign that you hold a significant place in her mind. The reasons behind this behavior are compelling. Her intense gaze may be a reflection of her imagined relationship with you. Maybe she imagines holding your hand and laughing together, or making memories full of shared intimacy. She watches your every move to see how you feel around her and to see if you're as interested in her as she is in you. If you find yourself on the receiving end of passionate stares, she's trying to find a romantic link between her inner world and the reality she hopes for with you. There are responses that can make the bond stronger. Smile. Warm smiles and eye contact can show that you are open to what someone has to say. Watching how she interacts with others can help you determine if her behavior is friendly or reserved for you. Her gaze on you may convey exclusivity, implying that her fantasies are unique to you. Passionate staring is subtle but deeply personal. It's the romantic language of the eyes, whispers of feelings she might not be ready to say out loud yet. To notice it is to get a glimpse into her mind, and to reply positively is to reassure her that you understand and maybe even return her feelings. Two people touching each other all the time. Touching is one of the most private and honest ways for someone to show how they feel. Being physically close to someone is often an unspoken sign that she likes you. She might be attempting to bridge the invisible distance between you, fostering a sense of closeness and comfort that reveals her intentions. Through touches, whether they're intentional or seeming to be accidental, she shows that she wants to be emotionally and physically closer to you. The types of touches she uses can reveal the depth of her feelings, as well as her level of comfort with you. Lightly brushing your arm or tapping your hand during a conversation might seem harmless at first, but don't let that fool you. Dismiss them. Often, these actions are flirtatious and playful, as if she's gauging your reaction to her proximity. Conversely, playful nudges or shoves indicate her comfort level with you, blending humor and a flirtatious undertone designed to elicit a laugh. Some touches, like lightly brushing your fingers together or putting her hand on yours, are even more intimate. She's not just brushing your fingers together or putting her hand on yours for no reason. She's indicating a deeper romantic interest by touching your hand or fingers on purpose. She may be picturing what it would be like to hold your hand in real life. It's the kind of touch that says, "I want to be close to you," without words. If she puts her hand on your shoulder or across your back during a conversation, it shows trust and comfort. These touches often lead to something deeper, carrying subtle hints of emotional and physical longing. The way she touches you, along with how often and exclusively she does so, says a lot about her intentions. If she touches you more than anyone else, or if her touch lingers longer than necessary, it shows her desire to connect only with you. These moments are often her way of testing your response, seeing if you feel the same connection she does. They're her way of asking, "Do you notice me? Do you feel this spark?" Your response to her touches can determine the direction your relationship may take. If her affectionate gesture makes your heart skip a beat and you feel the whisper of mutual attraction, don't be afraid to reciprocate. A small touch on her arm, a gentle touch on her arm, such as a gentle squeeze of her hand or a light brush against her shoulder, can convey a lot. By mimicking her movements, you not only demonstrate your awareness of her cues, but also express your interest in her nonverbal communication. Touch is a delicate yet powerful way two people begin to share their unspoken desires. If her touches feel intentionally warm and uniquely focused on you, they may just be one of the most romantic signs that she's fantasizing about you. Trust your intuition, remain attuned to her gestures, and you might just discover the beautiful connection she's been quietly trying to build. Frequent compliments. A person's number and type of compliments are one of the best ways to tell if they like you. Her words aren't just polite or random notes. She chose them with care. Expressions that show a strong desire to be together. Compliments aren't just a way to say thank you, they're also a subtle way to connect two deeper emotional layers. She may be thinking about you romantically if she constantly tells you nice things about you, especially in sincere ways. Pay close attention to the kinds of compliments she gives, like, "You're so thoughtful," or "I love how calm and collected you are all the time." Show that she sees qualities in you that resonate on a deeper level. These are observations that go beyond surface impressions, reflecting admiration for who you truly are when she notices aspects like your kindness, intelligence, or qualities in you that resonate on a deeper level. These are observations that go beyond surface impressions, reflecting admiration for who you truly are when she notices aspects like your kindness, intelligence, or charisma. It's as if she's letting you know she cherishes and values the very essence of you. Appearance-based compliments, though seemingly straightforward, can carry significant weight as well. A simple "you look really handsome today" may speak volumes when it's consistently mentioned. This kind of flattery might seem casual at first, but when repeated, it reflects her appreciation for how you present yourself in hints that she's drawn to you physically. These compliments often go hand in, and with lingering gazes or subtle changes in her demeanor, amplifying the romantic undertone she's conveying. Then there's the art of detailed compliments, which reveal just how closely she's paying attention. If she mentions something as specific as the way your smile lights up a room, or your distinct sense of humor that always makes her laugh, She's demonstrating her attention to even the most subtle aspects of your personality. It took her time and thought to make these thoughtful, thorough observations about you, which show how much she wants to know you. Such compliments come from the heart and are not thoughtless. They show how interested and impressed she is growing. When someone often comments on your unique sense of humor that makes her laugh, she's showing that she sees even the smallest things about your personality. These thoughtful, in-depth views show that she has taken the time to get to know you. Compliments like these are not given lightly. They are deliberate and heartfelt, conveying her growing interest and admiration. When someone frequently compliments you, it's also worth noting how it makes you feel. Often these kind words aim to create a sense of comfort and positivity when the two of you are together. She may see compliments as a way to encourage you, lift your confidence, or make you smile, all of which build a pleasant and trusting dynamic. There's an undeniable warmth to her gestures every time she chooses to highlight something wonderful about you, reminding you just how special you are in her eyes. If you've noticed this pattern of frequent, meaningful compliments, it's important to acknowledge and appreciate her efforts. A reciprocated compliment can strengthen that bond even further, showing her that the admiration is mutual. Just a heartfelt response like that means a lot. Thank you or a direct compliment of her strengths lets her know that you've noticed her fondness and are open to building this connection. Often it's in these small but intimate exchanges that feelings begin to bloom into something more. Ultimately, compliments are not just words. They're windows into her thoughts and desires. Her admiration for you is softly woven into her language and expressions. It could very well be a sign that she's imagining what it would be like to grow closer to you. When she makes the effort to affirm who you are with frequent heartfelt compliments, you're likely occupying a significant space in her thoughts, perhaps even her fantasies for playful teasing. Playful teasing is one of the most subtle and charming signs that she is beginning to fantasize about you. This kind of light banter develops an atmosphere of closeness where jokes show how feelings are growing. Feeling good between you, tease encompasses not only the spoken words, but also the emotions and intentions concealed behind them. When she teases you with kindness and fun, it means she wants to connect with you in a special way. This playful energy can be her way of showing her attraction, while also testing to see if you share her sense of humor and enjoy the chemistry between you. One of the reasons teasing is so powerful is that it plays a psychological role in building attraction. It does this by testing your compatibility through light jokes or affectionate sarcasm. She can tell if you'll laugh at her funny and smart comments. She may make fun of your peculiar habits, such as the fact that you consistently order the same coffee or that your music collection is replete with old favorites. Often it's her way of saying, "I've seen you and I want to know more." This fun back and forth can make you feel like you're the only ones who can understand each other's secret language, which can make you feel close and exclusive. There is a flirtatious undertone to teasing that is both subtle and alluring. It lets her show interest without being too obvious, which creates a sense of mystery and intrigue in your interactions. For example, if she jokes about how you try to impress her or how seriously you take small challenges, it means she likes what makes you unique and is comfortable enough with them to share a laugh with you about them. These teasing times make your relationship stronger by turning everyday conversations into emotional, memorable ones. Playful teasing is a great way to bond with someone because it creates a us versus the world dynamic where you and your partner share a secret joke or understanding. This subtle form of flirtation brings you closer and feels natural, like when she lovingly makes fun of how competitive you are at a board game or how unwilling you are to try new foods. It's her way of praising you for being who you really are, without judging you. This unique dynamic infuses your interactions with a unique, personal, and loving energy. Playful teasing requires balance. It should remain light, loving, and respectful, never veering into harsh or critical territory. When done right, teasing shows admiration and a genuine desire to connect with someone. If you answer with similar wit and happiness, you strengthen the fun dynamic and make her care more about you emotionally. Every joke and laugh you share with each other helps you understand and appreciate each other more deeply. In the end, playful teasing is a subtle but clear sign that she's interested in you and maybe even fantasizing about you. It shows how comfortable she is with you and her desire to share a dynamic full of humor and mutual joy. If you lean into these moments and respond to her teasing with warmth and playful banter of your own, you'll find yourself drawn into a fun and emotionally rewarding connection. Your jokes amuse 5 people. Having fun with your jokes. People often say that laughter is the language of the soul because it's a universal way to show happiness and connection that goes beyond spoken words. When she laughs at your jokes, even the ones that aren't very clever or polished, it's more than just laughter. It's a subtle but powerful sign that she likes you. People don't really laugh unless they're comfortable, and sharing laughter with someone creates a close bond. If she's laughing at your jokes in stories, it's her way of saying that she enjoys being with you and feels emotionally connected to you. Humor can dissolve barriers when you're close to someone, and her laughter can strengthen your psychological bond. Her laughter could be a form of positive reinforcement. It's her way of keeping the conversation going and making you feel seen, appreciated, and validated. By laughing at your jokes, she subconsciously lets you know that she's interested in you by showing her interest with warmth and humor. People naturally copy each other's emotional states to strengthen an emotional connection, a behavior known as social mirroring. When her laughter echoes yours, it's a gentle confirmation that she feels a strong, natural bond of connection that she probably values very much. Also, think about the halo effect, which is a psychological phenomenon where attraction changes how people see things. If she's daydreaming about you, your jokes will probably seem even funnier, and even everyday things will seem more interesting. She'll see you in a whole new way, and her laughter will show how enthralled she is. It will go beyond polite giggles and forced smiles. She will often follow her genuine laughter with happy eye crinkles, a radiant smile, and calm body language. These are all strong emotional cues that suggest she's drawn to you in ways she might not say out loud. Say it's not just the jokes that make her laugh. It shows her comfort with you. A happy and comfortable relationship, whether new or long-term, depends on both parties. If a woman feels like she can laugh at you without feeling bad about it, it means she's ready to be herself with you. Comfort breeds closeness, and this feeling of emotional safety can lead to deeper feelings with every shared laugh. She is revealing more of herself and inviting you into her world. Remember, though, that real laughter is what counts most here. Laughter that is polite or nervous won't carry the same weight. There is a big difference in tone and expression. Watch her emotions for signs that she's being honest, her eyes getting softer, a big smile that lasts, and an open, relaxed body language all show that she is truly amused. If you notice these signs, you can be sure that her laughter isn't just for fun. It's the spark of connection, an unspoken sign that she admires you. If she laughs at your jokes and lets her happiness shine in your presence, it's clear that she feels happy and attached to you. Every laugh has an emotional undertone, a beat of attraction, curiosity, and maybe even a touch of fantasy. During those moments, an undeniable love feeling permeates even the most basic conversations. 6. Asking about other people. One of the sweetest signs that she's thinking about you is when she starts to ask you personal questions. These aren't just casual questions about your day or favorite color. They show a deeper desire to get to know you better. When someone wants to form a meaningful bond, they naturally lean toward well-thought-out, curious and caring questions. This effort to go beyond surface-level interaction shows that she wants to find out what makes you special. It's her way of getting to know your heart and judging emotional compatibility. Questions about your family, childhood memories or personal dreams are subtle signs that she wants to build trust and intimacy. She might be interested in how the events of your past have shaped you, quietly putting together the story of your life as you tell it. These questions provide her with a glimpse into your values, your goals, and the true you, hidden behind the facade of everyday life. When she listens carefully, maybe even leaning closer or getting more emotionally involved, it's as if she's cherishing every piece of information she has about you to get closer to your world. Even subtler personal questions like those that explore your favorites hide her desire to see where your worlds meet. She may inquire about common interests or passions that could potentially unite you. With each smile she gives and thoughtful follow-up question she asks, it becomes obvious that she's painting a picture of you both, where shared interests are the basis of a closer connection. What's most touching about these questions is how open she is in answering them. Questioning you about personal things is her way of starting a conversation that's more private. It shows that she's ready to be open with you and hopes that you'll do the same by starting these talks. She's attempting to establish an emotional bond with you and seeking confirmation that her thoughts are receiving the same level of affection. To respond to this growing interest, it's important to be thoughtful and interesting. Share personal details about yourself in a way that shows you're fully present in the conversation. For example, talk about your goals or a memory that shaped you. These moments give her a chance to get to know you better. When she asks you about her life, show her that you care about her feelings and that it's okay for her to be vulnerable by asking personal questions. Through thoughtful conversation, you can create an atmosphere of mutual understanding that brings you closer together when she starts to ask you personal questions. It's a subtle but strong sign that you're on her mind a lot. It's her soft way of telling you that she sees someone in you that she wants to invest emotionally in and learn more about. It's a bright hint that she may already be making up stories about what your future together might be like. 7. Have you noticed how she always seems to be near you, even when there's no reason for it? This is soft but strong. When someone acts without asking, it reveals a hidden connection and an irresistible emotional attraction. It also says a lot about how they really feel. Not only is distance important, but so is comfort and a deep desire to be close. Imagine this. She effortlessly moves toward your side during a group activity or social gathering. It may seem casual or even random, but there's usually a reason behind it. Whether she's pulling up a chair next to you or positioning herself in your line of sight, her actions are full of meaning. Her choice to be close to you despite other options is meaningful. She might randomly walk into the coffee shop you frequent or stop going to places you usually go. While it may seem unplanned at first, these shared moments, whether planned or serendipitous, act as tiny threads that weave a deeper bond, giving her the chance to get closer and share more of herself with you. You might also notice that she creates reasons to interact with you, no matter how small they seem. She might ask your opinion on something unimportant, or ask for help with a task she could easily do on her own. These actions aren't about the task at hand, but rather about creating moments with you that allow shared smiles and stolen glances. Every reason to connect gives her a quick chance to see how you two feel about each other. When she always stands or sits next to you, even when other seats or spots are available, Whether you're in a meeting, at a party, or even just waiting in line, she stays right next to you. It's not a coincidence. Being close to you is her way of keeping the connection alive and enjoying the energy between you two. Emotional proximity often mirrors physical proximity, so her nearness could be a reflection of the affection she's nurturing deep down. Interpreting this behavior helps unveil its romantic undertone. It goes beyond mere friendship or politeness. It signals emotional attraction and a longing to spend time with you. She's unconsciously showing you that she feels drawn to your presence and desires to share her world with you, even in the most subtle of ways. Recognizing this pattern can offer you clarity about her feelings and intentions. If you sense and reciprocate her energy, don't hesitate to meet her halfway. If you're equally interested, take the opportunity to mirror her behavior. Spend more time around her. Engage in meaningful conversations or initiate those shared moments by responding with the same warmth and enthusiasm. You can nurture the connection and give it a chance to bloom into something even more profound. After all, proximity is a beautiful language of romance, one that often speaks the loudest without uttering a single word. 8. Reading body language. People are naturally drawn to copy your body language, which is one of the most subtle but powerful signs that they are really interested in you. Mirroring is an unconscious act of mimicry in which movements, gestures, or even speech patterns are repeated to show alignment and interest. It comes from a deep psychological need to bond and connect, which makes her feel like she's on the same track when she finds herself in the same situation. When you talk to her, you'll notice this slight alignment in the way she walks because she's drawn to you. Pay attention to how her posture and movements seem to match yours, or even how her voice sounds like yours in terms of tone and speed. These clues are your subconscious way of saying, "I feel drawn to you." For example, if you lean forward a little to make a point during a conversation, she soon does the same, as if intuitively closing the distance between hearts. Similarly, if you cross your legs, she does the same thing right after. At first, these events may seem random, but the repetition shows that her body is responding to the magnetic pull of your mutual chemistry. Mirroring extends beyond surface-level actions. It's an involuntary alignment of emotions that creates an inexpressible connection. Facial expressions are another strong sign of this magnetic attraction. If you notice that she smiles when you smile or raises her eyebrows in concern when you have a serious thought, it means that she's fully involved in your world. Her responses are not choices, but natural reactions that show how deeply connected she is to you. When it comes to intimacy, even the smallest actions and appearances can create a vivid picture of a love story. The subconscious chameleon effect says that people naturally copy the traits of those they're most interested in or connected to. When it comes to romantic attraction, this effect is even stronger because she's subconsciously looking for ways to connect with you and grow this growing closeness. By mirroring you, she's not just copying your habits, she's building a bridge of understanding and trust. It's her body's unspoken way of showing that what you share feels right and comfortable for both of you. Seeing that mirroring isn't about analyzing, it's about watching how your exchanges naturally flow together. If she keeps thinking about what you did, it means she feels safe, open, and maybe even in love with you. These coordinated moves show a stronger emotional link, a quiet but strong sign that she's interested in you and open to the idea of something more. While words can convey a story, her body's synchronized movements with yours convey a powerful message. These unconscious movements show a level of feeling that words might never fully capture. The next time you see her movements matching yours, take a moment to enjoy the beauty of this silent dance. These fleeting moments of connection create undeniable chemistry. Quickly. When someone is subtly jealous, It can often mean that they care about someone deeply and don't want to lose their attention or affection. If she gets jealous easily, it's not just a reaction. It's a sign that you mean a lot to her. This behavior shows that she is emotionally open, suggesting that her feelings for you may be deeper than she has said. Jealousy often comes from the hope that she has a special place in your life that no one else does. She may be afraid that someone else will try to take that place away from her. She may change how she acts or moves when she's with other women. The more reserved, distant, or tense she seems, the more likely it is that she is trying to hide how she feels. Small things like this can reveal a lot about her emotional state, indicating that she may be subconsciously guarding her connection with you out of jealousy. Snide comments about how you connect with a female friend, or a subtle objection to the time you spend with another woman. Even though they are subtle, these actions show how deeply she cares about him. Her protective behavior when she thinks her place in your life is in danger could be another sign that she gets jealous easily. She may find ways to interrupt conversations or times when you're with other women, as if she's trying to get your attention back on her. This instinct isn't malicious. It's based on the quiet hope that you see her as the most important person in your life. Specifically, her jealousy may extend to the digital world, where she watches your social media activities and comments on your interactions online, especially with other women. This is another sign that you're on her mind more than she realizes. This behavior is usually caused by her doubts or fears about where she stands with you, whether it's because of bad experiences in the past or a fear of not being loved back. These feelings typically stem from a genuine concern for your perception of her. It's her way of telling you that you matter to her without saying it directly. It's often a cover for weakness, so how you react to jealousy can change your relationship. If you're interested in her, reassuring her can go a long way. Affirmations that are small but meaningful, like telling her you value and respect her, can help her feel better. Recognizing her feelings, even if she doesn't say them, and encouraging open communication can also help build trust between you. However, if she doesn't reciprocate her feelings, it's crucial to establish unambiguous and compassionate boundaries. Explaining your point of view with empathy can help avoid misunderstandings or unnecessary emotional distress in the long run. Jealousy is a subtle but strong sign of attraction that comes from wanting to be seen deeply in someone's eyes, feeling vulnerable and having hope. Recognizing these signs with understanding and empathy lets you treat these sensitive feelings with care and respect. 10. Making time for you. One of the clearest signs that she's fantasizing about you is how she schedules time to be with you. One of the most valuable resources we possess is time, and if she is making the effort to spend it with you, it's a clear indication of her interest and love for you. Whether she's looking for reasons to be with you or planning special moments to share with you, these actions show that she's intentionally worked on a deeper connection. Every little thing she does to include you in her life is a subtle but powerful way of showing how much she cares about you. For example, she might set up casual times to hang out with you, maybe asking for your help with something she could easily do herself. It's not about the task itself, but the shared moment. It creates a moment where she can feel your presence and enjoy your company. Similarly, she might invite you to group hangouts or social gatherings, hoping to see how you fit into her world while keeping things light and unpressured. These settings often serve as a safe way to see how interested you are in her without being too direct. Sometimes she may try to be more personal, like planning activities just for the two of you, like a coffee date, a movie night, or a walk in the park.